Hello everybody, this is Lucas. Welcome back to another HTML tutorial. So in this video we'll go over how we can add links to our web page. So we have to create ourselves a tag, and it's the A tag. Okay, so this tag defines a hyperlink. So we have to pass in a new attribute called href. Now this tag here will represent the link or the page that we want to go into. So if I paste in my YouTube channel, once we click this link, we will be redirected to this this page right here, and then we can give it some text. So I can write my YouTube channel. So now once we click this text, we will be redirected to this page right here. If I go back to my web page, I refresh this, you can see we have the text, my YouTube channel, and if I click it, I will be redirected to the page that we have specified in here. So that's the first step. That's basically how we can add links. But there are a couple of other things that we can do with this. So we can specify a new attribute. It's called the target attribute. So if I go right here and if I do target, now the target attribute, it's basically you specify how we can open this new link right here, this new page. So by default it is set to self. So if you want to target self, there's no need to actually put this in because the default is self. But what this does is it basically just opens the document in the same window or the same tab that it was clicked. So if we go back into our web page, refresh this, and you can see that once I click this, the same tab will be redirected. Now there are a few more that we can do. So we can do blank. Now what blank will do is it'll open the document in a new tab or a new window. So if I refresh this now, you can see we are in this tab, but once I click this, we get a brand new tab. Now there are two other ones that we can do. First one's called the parent. I'm not going to show these, but I can quickly explain what these do. The parent basically opens the document in the parent frame. Pretty straightforward. Then the top is the very last one, and it opens the document in the full body of the window, basically. So those are the target attributes that we can add. Now, these links that we have discussed here are both absolute URLs, or it's basically just a full web address. You can see we have the full web address here, including the HTTP, and then following everything else. Now, the next thing that we'll go over are relative URLs, and a relative URL is basically a local link. It's a link to a page within the same website, but we don't have to actually specify all of this part here. Well, all of this part. So, for example, I have created myself a new HTML called profile, and I just added a header that says my profile page. So let's say we want to actually go into that page. So we can remove this, and we can just specify the actual name of this. So we can go profile.html, and I'll change this text. I'll change it to link for now. And all I have in this profile is just a header of my profile page. So if we go back into our web page, I refresh this, you can see we have link, and once I click this, it will just navigate it to the page that I have specified here, which is just our profile.html, and it's just a new file that we have made. Now, the next thing that we can do is we can actually add an image as a link. So let's get rid of all of this first. So I have an image called car.png here, and I'm going to turn this image into a link. So the very first thing we have to do is once again specify this tag A. Then we do href, and then we'll just give it we'll just specify this file again, the profile.html. So this is the web page that we want to go into. Like this. And now we'll make a little space in here. Now this is where we will add our image. So once we click the image, we're going to be navigated to this page right here. So now we can just add the image. I've shown you how to add images and videos in my last video if you want to check that out. So here I am adding the image, and then the source of my image is just carpet.png. Then we can add ourselves the alternative, and I can do an image to the link of the profile page, just some text. And once I close this, now once we click this image here, we will be redirected to this page right here. So if I go back into here, you can see now we have ourselves the image, and if I hover over it, you can see if I click it, I'll be redirected to this page right here. So that's the way that we can use links in HTML. There are other things that we can do. We can specify a button as a link, and like titles as links, but we haven't really covered buttons and so much yet. So for now, that'll be it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.